So this year I really wanted to make a well-produced, documented, over-documented Coachella video, but I left my cameras at home and I only realized that I did that when I got to the airport. You can imagine how delighted I was with myself. Anyways, I've got a pretty good smartphone, so I was able to capture a bunch of stuff, and I still wanted to do a recap video on my experience because this trip was really a well-planned trip. Number one, I'm so proud of myself, and B, the Coachella experience for me was super fun, and this was actually the first time that I felt like the festival won, as in like TT 0, Coachella 1. So it is day 2 of Coachella Music Festival. We just picked up our tags for the neon party. My skin is breaking out. I'm really upset about that, but whatever.
One time, pick up mic and I bust 2 times. If you like, then I bust 3 times.
I'm so possessive, so I rock his rock necklaces. I get it, Alabama, I'm a Louisiana. Say what? Like everywhere I go, I feel.
So I need to just stop the video here for a moment and talk about how this is the second time I cried during this performance. The first time I cried was when she got on stage, because if you follow me on Twitter or used to read my old blog, you will know that twice now I've tried to go see Beyonce. The first time was when we flew all the way, had bought tickets and everything for the Jersey leg of her Formation tour, and homegirl got sick, so she postponed to October, and I was like, babes, I'm not flying, I can't fly 24 hours again to come and see you. That's just not happening. I was heartbroken. It was the first heartbreak that I experienced. Then the second time, obviously we went and bought Coachella tickets for Coachella 2017, and then the twins came, the twins that we haven't seen. I mean, obviously I was very happy for her, but I was also obviously very disappointed. So when she eventually got on stage, even though this is not the first time I've seen her perform, I was emotional. It was emotional, and it was just big also. The way she got on stage was big. So that was the first time the tears came down my eyes. Then the second time the tears came down my eyes was obviously when Destiny's Child came on, because yo guys, Destiny's Child from no, 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 no. Guys, Destiny's Child, just honestly, when they were 5, when they were 3, whatever, literally, Destiny's Child for me was just the ultimate girl group. Then when Solo came on stage, I was screaming and I was crying, because the previous Coachella, my sister and I had bought tickets, and we were trying to get my other sister to come with, and I was just like missing my sisters, and I was like, look at this, oh, I love it, I love it, I love it. It was just, everything was just an emotionally, beautifully wrapped up experience that was wonderfully coordinated, that had a lot of just, I felt full, you know, I felt full after that performance. I actually was like, I don't need to see anything else. I was so, so happy. So we can go back to Beyonce now. So it's day 3 of Coachella. I am literally dying. Got a flu. Very cute outfit. Show you guys later. So that was Coachella 2018. It was amazing. I mean, I got to see Tom Misch eventually, who I've always wanted to see. Got to see Jamiroquai, got to see Daniel Caesar, got to see Tyler the Creator. He was dope. He was dope, like, yeah, man. And Kygo, obviously, you know, Beyonce was incredible. It was just a fun experience. And also for me, what I did this year is I made a point to check out some of the art and try to read up, or try to like see what everything was about. The piece that I really wanted to understand a little bit more, or I wanted to experience, was the piece called Spectre. I can't remember what the artists were who came up with this piece. If I remember, I will put the names down somewhere. But basically it was, I think if you follow people's Instagram stories or saw pictures, it was that multicolored cylinder, dome, I don't know what to call it, and if you walked all the way up to the top, which I went and did, and you stood at the top of it, it was incredible, because you could see the entire grounds, and you could just see the vastness and the amount of people who are at this festival. That for me is incredible. It's always hard to fathom 120,000 people, but when you're standing on top of it, you can just see all the people, you're just seeing all the lights and the stages and everything. It's incredible. I went during the evening, because I do think that those festival grounds are spectacular at night. It's amazing. You know, if you are not drunk by the time the sun sets and it's nighttime, you should really just take a moment, if you go to the festival before, just to look around. It's amazing, just everything, you know. So yeah, I mean, I had a really, really amazing time. But yeah, so by the time the festival was over, I was very, very happy for us to get into a car and drive to Joshua Tree. So I've just checked into our room at the Line Hotel, which is a really cute hotel in Koreatown. Look at this. I don't know if you guys can see it, but that is the double beds. And then we booked the Hollywood Hills view. How amazing is this view? Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. I don't think we're actually on the 12th floor, which is the top floor of the hotel, so I don't think we're gonna even need to close these curtains. So this is how it's quite difficult to see because it's not the biggest hotel room, but it's nice and spacious. I just bumped into the TV. But those are the two beds. It's very cute. It's got all these little cute details.